No! It's the worst thing Monday Matt could have ever fucking done in his life. He had one more chance. He had one more chance to achieve any kind of relevancy in his life, and he squandered it. He squandered it instantly. And it's the biggest shame. It's the biggest waste of life I've ever seen in my existence as a keyboard warrior, going on at least 10 years now. The biggest shame I've ever seen, but that's what happens when you're so desperate to suck up to anyone, and you're truly just a beta male. You can't really stand up for yourself, or perhaps do what is right. Matt Jarbo had this one golden opportunity to redeem himself in the eyes of everyone. Something like this only happens once in a lifetime, and he squandered it completely, and it's gone forever. Matt Jarbo has wasted everything he had by associating with Vito the pedophile, and it's completely over. Everything is lost and gone forever. It's only once in a lifetime that a golden opportunity like this will ever come to a person in their internet career. It happened with Matt Jarbo in the beginning with Gamergate, and he had that one chance to capture people's attentions, and he completely squandered it and wasted it. And then he continued to make an ass of himself online by flagging people down, and it was thought to be over then as well. But he continued on, and he pressed on, and he pushed that boulder up the hill like Sisyphus, and eventually he did come to some sort of redemption. He got absolutely lucky when the stars aligned, and Ralph completely destroyed himself on stream. Such an opportunity only happens once in a lifetime, but it's over. I'm tired of redemption arcs. Well, fuck, buddy. Fuck, buddy. You know, there was no redemption arc for Matt, because he completely squandered it the second he let Vito on his fucking stream. And it was over just immediately. Man, what a fucking night this was. This was like the most autistic thing I'd ever fucking witnessed in my entire life. You know, people ganging up on poor old Ralph Emil. You know, Ralph the Chad, Ralph the Giga Chad. Had all these fucking idiots ganging up on him and trying to stream snipe him. Like fucking Flamenco over here. This isn't the full video, by the way. He edited this down, but he streamed straight up for 10 fucking hours. Grifting, trying to get old fucking Ralph boy's attention here. Because he knew he could make super chats off of our boy, Ethan Ralph here. So for 10 fucking hours, this massive battle goes on, trying to felt Ethan Ralph and get at least a smidgen of his attention. But nothing ever happened. You know, they tried to get his attention for 10 fucking hours during this whole fucking battle because Ralph truly did fuck up now. So at about like the 3-hour mark, all the fucking e-celebs have come up in chat. Everyone's watching this shit, patiently waiting for their time to strike. In the chat, there's all sorts of retards, like Brittany Vente. There was like Black Pigeon Speaks, who was also in the chat. They all wanted to get in on this grift. But there was one person who had a history in this sphere. A possible chance to be redeemed. So he does the one thing he can do, and he sends in a $3 super chat.
Jarbo sent $3. I'll host you. Right now. I dislike both of you, so I'm neutral.
So, essentially what has happened here is Mr. Medicare has beef with Ethan Ralph because Ethan Ralph has been spiraling. We've all seen this fucking video a million times. Everyone's gone over it. About 1,000 times now. It's fucking dead news and shit like that. But it fucking happened. You know, Matt Jarbo got lucky, and he sent in the super chat at the right time. And he was fortunate enough to be able to host this event. Something that only happens once in a fucking lifetime. And he ended up like getting lucky. He ended up getting lucky and being the one to host the event. So the fucking IBS match goes on for about an hour and a half, and about like what you'd expect happens. Ralph makes a total ass of himself on stream like a fucking idiot, and no one's really surprised with that. But what was surprising is afterwards, after the after party, this was truly the event of the century, man. Like, Flamenco himself, he ran for 10 fucking hours. He had 2,800 people in chat. He got almost $2,000 for 28 hours of work, for fucking 10 hours of work. That's a fucking amazing rate right there. This was the IBS event of the century. Everyone was saying this is like the dawn of the streamy era. It's back, and everyone's fucking lit. It was amazing. So he had this one opportunity to fucking have a comeback and regain an audience. He's gained subscribers. He's gained about 10,000 subscribers. All those old gamer gators from the fucking past, they returned for this monumentous event. So after the Gunt stream, after Ethan Ralph got fucking passed out drunk and he taps out of the event, all these e-celebs want in on the pie. They want in on the grift, and they start fucking asking Matt, begging, sucking up on the Gunt crease, begging to be let in chat. So this happens. Anyone with any kind of clout immediately joins the chat and starts fucking shitposting.
And I don't know. Jim made fun of that. Ralph.
So, yeah, it's an open invitation. Anyone who wants to come in is allowed into the chat now. And who comes in? We have Keemstar, who has previous beef with Matt or whatever. Frank Hassel, who is just a grifter, and he'll kind of just insert himself anywhere. Flamenco, who was the star of the night anyway, grifting off of Ralph, trying to get a smidge of his attention. And who else? Vito, who really has no business being in this community whatsoever, has decided to stick his nose into this business. Amazing. So, yeah, Vito, let's fucking get over who Vito is. So, redemption arcs are so 2020. Well, his fucking redemption arc is canceled. They let Vito on. And this is what Vito's famous for. Well, he's famous for about 4 years ago during the Berkeley BLM riots or whatever. No one even fucking remembers. He accidentally got popular, and he had to grift off of this fame somehow. The algorithm blessed him once, and he got 4 million views on a fucking Berkeley video that he made or whatever. So he decided to grift off of that attention, and he somehow became Dick Masterson's fucking co-host. I don't know fucking how. The only thing he's famous for is doing that Berkeley thing, and this fucking tweet right here. Non-offending means we understand breaking that existing laws is a no-no. We? My God, there's Vito defending virtuous pedophiles online. Why the fuck would he do that? I don't fucking know. Could it be that his sense of humor is just centered around being as fucking shocking as possible? It's fucking crazy. He's look at this. Please stop being a pedophile. I'll do what I can. He's like, we don't believe you. You already exposed yourself, likely to children. And he's only your ugly sister, who's a child, got any pictures? So, oh, thank you. So, that's his entire fucking sense of humor, is to be shocking.
Can you keep it down, man?
Yeah, buddy. Sorry, we started a little bitch fit us too. So that's his whole fucking sense of humor, is being as shocking as possible for no fucking reason. And look how well that's worked out. He's it has worked out for him. He's become the co-host of the Dick Masterson podcast right there for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but it's backfired completely because now he's known as being a pedophile. That was his fucking grift, and it reflects badly on other people because holy shit, doesn't Vito go out of his way to make videos about children's media? He's a critique of he critiques fucking Star Wars and like gay shit like that. He's kind of a fucking loser, to be honest. And it reflects badly on Matt, because everyone in the Kiwi Farms is excited for Matt Jarbo. He's like, there he is, he's Sisyphus pulling the fucking boulder up the hill. He's finally achieved some sort of relevancy now that he accidentally got popular, but he fucked it all up by inviting fucking Vito on the stream. So Vito comes on, and oh wait, my bad. Like, Vito comes on, and he's immediately pressed.
Really.
I saw my dad today. I'm good, man.
What? I don't think
You can't respond to me saying, I have my dad. I saw my dad today.
You got to go back. You got to go back and look at there's like leaked Slack DM.
Well, I mean, this is why Matt Jarbo will never succeed in his life, because he's on. It's his own show. It's his fucking night. It's his one chance to succeed in life at all. And he invites Keemstar here, and he just immediately starts pressing him and calling him a fucking faggot. And he just has to sit there and take it like a bitch. It's pretty depressing to see this from our boy Matt. Yeah, they start pressing Vito here.
That came out on Ralph's ED page, talking about how much love he.
There's something wrong with you, Vito. I mean, you're defending pedophiles like online, and you got Barbie dolls behind you. You got
Barbie dolls. Those are adult collectibles.
It's a human Funko Pop in a Funko cave.
It literally looks like you have like
this is Moma from Japanese.
So yeah, people are straight up calling Vito a pedophile to his face. And the only thing he's really gonna do is just defend his fucking plastic crap that he has on his shelf here. Wow, what a fucking big man there. So yeah, like, people are kind of soft pressing him, making fun of it, but he's kind of just like laughing it off there. It is a total blight on his name and a complete stain on his reputation forever, essentially. Kind of depressing there. And again, that's what'll happen if you fucking joke about this shit. You'll just be known as the fucking retard who likes to like joke about like molesting children and defending Mr. Girl there. That's your fucking, that's your legacy, bro. Holy shit. I've also heard Vito was a prolific faggot as well. Fuck, I don't know if I can confirm that, but what's fucking worse than being a pedophile? Hello, people. Yeah, he goes on here. It isn't like... This is like a constant thing with Vito. It never really fucking ends either. Like he likes to brush that tweet off. That tweet really destroyed him, and that's why Twitter is like the worst fucking thing you could possibly have in your life. It really only exists as like a database, so people can look back on shit you've typed when you were on the toilet in the spur of the moment, so they can just fuck with you for it. Like, forever. It's the worst social media platform in existence. And it's fucked Vito, but for some reason he's such a stubborn fucking idiot. He can't just like apologize for it or whatever. He can't take the L on that. No, he really is the son of Ralph there. He really should have been the co-host of the kill stream going forward, because he just won't apologize for that fucking joke or even walk back on it. Little sus there. Perhaps there's more to that. And there is more to that, because it's something he jokes about like constantly. And he always has something like to say about like fucking being a pedophile every time it's brought up. It's just shtick. It's the one thing he's known for, so he can't fucking drop it at this point. Like, he accidentally became popular. Where is it? Yeah, 4630.
Spent good money on that 12-year-old.
Oh,
Here's
God.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so Keem's like, hold on. Keem says like, oh, you have like a 12-year-old wife or something, trying to like felt him instead of like saying fucking like, this is what he says, like the worst possible thing, bro.
And Keem has a 20-year-old girlfriend, not a 12-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. He should try and get the 12-year-olds cost more. I spent good money on the 12-year-old.
Oh,
Here's
God.
what I'm trying to say.
Oh, God.
Here's
That
what
was
I'm
really
trying
funny.
to say, people.
That was funny. That was so funny.
Can I make my point? Ralph is clearly a guy who has benefited from being kind of crazy, from pushing the envelope, and obviously he goes too far.
Yeah, so exactly. Like, Matt is so he like Matt avoids confrontation no matter what. Like he really is like a soy-filled bitch. You know what I fucking mean? I commented on his video, said to him that shows like Family Guy created people like him, so they should be banned. Like Vito's the fucking dumbest idiot ever. Like, has there been a joke in Family Guy on par with saying like, did Peter Griffin ever come out and say that he wanted to molest children? Herbert the pervert is supposed to be like making fun of like pedophiles and stuff like that. Like it's making fun of a caricature of like a person. It's not endorsing fucking pedophilia at all. It's ridiculous to make that fucking assertion there that like because you can't joke about like molesting children or like whatever, that like Family Guy isn't okay. It's the dumbest fucking thing ever. And Family Guy.
I'm getting you upstairs with my headphones on.
Okay, then turn up your fucking volume, bro.
Fuck off! You remember when you barged in and did that shit to me?
Bro, it was like 1 a.m. It was 1 a.m.
It was 12. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, bit of a lover's quarrel there. Holy fuck. So yeah, I don't know. That's tit for tat. Whatever. Anyway, so where was I? Anyway, Family Guy's not okay. You can't. Family Guy can't exist in a world where you also can't joke about molesting children and I don't fucking get what his argument is. He can't just like take the L and admit that was like a stupid fucking thing that he did. So anyway, they soft press Vito, and Matt's such a fucking bitch that he can't like he has to let all these people into the chat, and he can't just like kick any of them out. Even Keemstar's calling him like Matt Jarbo a fucking bitch to his face. Rudy, your boyfriend should let you stream without yelling. He's not my boyfriend. He's my fucking roommate. And I don't know. Again, that's just an argument. Like, I don't know. He's up like really late, like fucking like singing on like Discord. I don't want to get into it. Whatever. He's just being a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Matt's such a fucking puss. Whatever. Clip that. Clip it. We're gonna have a surfer style breakup on fucking stream. It's gonna happen. This is what I set up this stream for, essentially. So, I could facilitate this argument, and there could be a nightmare stream. I gotta recoup some fucking relevance. Whatever. Anyway, let's continue. So, yeah, like he can't, like Matt Jarbo can't fucking kick anyone off because he's like a pussy or whatever. So it's up to our brave knight in shining armor, PPP himself, to join the fucking stream. So they're cycling through the Rolodex of like irrelevant e-celebrities here, and now they've reached PPP, and he's
like, are you interventioning me on my own show?
Well, yes, Jim was actually trying to save him. Like Jim was going so soft on him, right? Jim's like, Ralph, come to reality. Like, this is the internet, dude. I
seriously have no idea why Vito was even here in the first place at all. PPP, like the second PPP comes in, he's so much more relevant to this internet drama than fucking Vito was here. So like, I seriously don't understand why he was like first to come in the stream. But anyway, so like Vito's quiet here, and the second he starts fucking talking, PvP just jumps out of his phone.
Car accident, basically.
Just can one man take. I mean,
if you went to Vito's house, I would donate like $500. I think.
Who would go to my house?
If Ralph went to your house, I would donate during the stream.
Do you guys remember that episode of The Simpsons?
Yeah, look at that. Matt Jarbo tries to make a fucking joke, and people just talk over him, and that like point he was trying to make is immediately forgotten. It's amazing. Anyway.
Okay. What's the joke?
He could knock on your garage.
Well, I don't know. Is it that you're a pedophile and a piece of shit?
The unamused tone in your voice.
That's the joke?
It would be funny.
I mean, Vito, you were talking about fucking 12-year-olds earlier, you sick pedophile scum. I don't even know why you're allowed anywhere.
Very popular here.
You should be ashamed of yourself, you fucking soy.
Why does he have an outlet?
Yeah, so there you go. That's exactly how that's exactly how Vito should have been treated the second he got on this fucking stream in the first place. Like, Keen kind of soft pressed him about joking about molesting fucking 12-year-olds. I left before PvP showed up. Well, this is really all the, like, interesting shit that happens. They cycle through the Rolodex of, like, irrelevant e-celebrities. I almost got on the fucking stream, for fuck's sakes. I would have been on the same stream as Keemstar and, like, Daddy Jim. I would have fucking made it at that point. And, that would have been the highlight of my career, and it would have lifted me to higher heights than I've ever been to before. Amazing. So that could have been my ascension to godhood, yelling at Vito here. But it was PvP that had to felt him off. Vito compliments Matt's look-headed movie review content that nobody watches. That's why he gets on. But it's so fucking stupid. Like, you can find another, like, fucking fat retard to talk about DC movies with. Why does it have to be the fucking guy who, like, jokes about molesting 12-year-olds online? And that's so fucking stupid. He comes in here and, like, everyone kind of knows that's, like, the type of person he is. He likes Mr. Girl. He claps back at people who fuck with him by saying he's gonna, like, molest their children and shit. That's the type of person he is, and that's the type of humor he finds endearing. So, Keen kind of soft presses him, but PvP's here to actually, like, blow him the fuck out. So it continues.
Go drink some more Belle Delphine.
I'm not a pedophile, you fucking
okay. Until you say you're one on Twitter, you fucking scum.
I never said I was on Twitter,
it's just free speech. Well, then why are you banning?
Oh, wait, you don't like free speech now? You don't like free
Vito,
speech?
what does we mean?
Is molesting children?
What does we mean? It means we.
Molesting children
and the guy I was talking to. No, molesting children isn't free speech, you Canadian retard. Why are all Canadians so fucking stupid? Do they not teach anything between giving you bags of milk?
So yeah, that's his amazing clapback. Vito's amazing defense for being called a pedophile to his face is that this guy's a Canadian retard and that they buy milk in bags. Wow, amazing there, Vito. Amazing. It's almost as if he really has no defense for what he said because it is just completely indefensible and he is just a fucking idiot. Everyone here is saying, like, kick Vito. Everyone here is saying kick Vito. If we go to the fucking farms, like, everyone's like, get fucking Vito, get off. The stream fucking sucks now, Vito. Please talk about yourself more. Jim leaves, cancer arrives, poetry. And, like, look, like, this is what Matt Jarbo had before. Like, everyone is like, oh my god, we're back in the fucking good old days. This is, like, amazing. Like, you can hear Ralph crying. This is fantastic. Matt Jarbo really was on top of the world here. This is the most relevant he'll probably ever be in his life again. No. Matt Jarbo, this is, like, the most relevant he'll ever be in his fucking life again, and he ruins it by just having this fucking retard on. And for what reason? Like, this guy doesn't know anything about, like, Ralph or, like, this lore or fucking anything.
I'm not a pedophile.
Did you and your fucking blackface, what do you got? You don't even have a president, you have a prime minister. What the fuck's wrong with your country?
He, like, doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Don't go hang out with all the fucking indigenous graveyards that you and your fucking murdering scum fucking brethren put together.
I think I
Jesus Christ.
I'm not murdering everything!
Well, fuck, I don't know, man. I think it might be worse to be a child molester than to be a Canadian there. I don't know by how much. Holy fuck. Ball cancer. Amen, brother. Amen. Holy shit. So, that's the absolute state of fucking Vito's banter there. He really has, like, nothing else to fucking say. I mean, you might be able to excuse Matt here. You might be able to excuse Matt, he was just having a stream dunking on Ralph, and a bunch of, like, Z-list internet celebrities want to come in the chat, like Frank Hassel, like, like Andy Worski, and, like, Gator and shit like that. They're all just having a good time. Kraut came in later, Simp Show, when, like, Surfer also came in, after that shit. So you can excuse him. He had an open invitation, and whoever wants to fucking come in, like, can come in. Bagged milk is clearly on par with Childgate. Well, no, he's just a fucking idiot, and he's trying to spit like whatever fire he can, like at PPP, because he's like clearly blown the fuck out here, and like it's fucking fantastic. Like the guy's just like in a room surrounded by like children's toys and his fucking Game Boy collection. He's just like a fat, out of shape, like nerd. You know what I mean? Like Matt says, like, the only reason he has this guy on is because he knows like shit about like DC movies and Star Wars. Well, there are like fucking thousands of fucking retards that you can find online that do the exact same thing. Cowboy Vito, Rudy, it's your turn. Hell yeah. There are like thousands of retards you can find online that like have the exact knowledge about fucking Star Wars and Bing Bing Wahoo that this guy has. There's no fucking reason to have him on. Like especially with like the fucking baggage he has. So like everyone's like messaging Matt Jarbo on like his social media. People are literally sending money to have this guy kicked off of the platform. It's fucking amazing. That's what IBS is all about. One retard leaves the fucking call, so I guess you gotta have another one on, whatever.
Whatever the fuck, that's all you Canadian fuckers. Jesus Christ.
I struck a nerve.
Round two.
Weren't they mostly like Catholic Canadians as
Look,
well?
at least we had the fucking decency to give these people casinos. You just killed all their kids and put them in the fucking ground, you psychopath.
He's such a fucking idiot.
Signaling about indigenous children.
Why are you signaling? Give them a casino. What's wrong with you people?
We've given them a bunch of casinos. You just don't even know the facts.
Which casino? Are they good?
Swine.
Let's go.
Are you still gonna...
Jesus Christ. I just don't understand the logic behind Vito here. I just really don't understand. Like why you would joke about like things like that. This is what it's led to. Everywhere you go now. Because normally he'd just be like a fat retard who accidentally got famous 4 years ago. That's what you'd be without the fucking pedophile accusations. But oh no, you just had to joke about like fucking children or whatever. We'll skip ahead here a bit.
Legally, obviously. Don't do anything illegal.
You can do illegal stuff.
But indigenous great. His pants are so awful. Well, because there's nothing he can say. He starts talking about like Surfer and shit like that. That meltdown that happened. So he knows about like Surfer and PvP. He knows the lore about them and shit like that. That's kind of fucking amazing. That this guy who's like so important that he has a role on the Dick Show, has like so little going on that he knows about like the fucking inner going on of like this maggot war that's like taking place beneath his feet and shit like that. It's quite fucking amazing, to be honest.
Well, not here. How about that? Let's keep the illegal talk off this shit. So,
Well, then
If
you're
you're
gonna have to
listening to
kick
Bowling
Vito.
Club,
You're gonna have to kick
doing
Vito.
something really crazy tomorrow or in the next week or so, you should do it.
Oh, and by the way, Matt's such a grifter now. He wants to set up a debate between PPP and Vito. Amazing.
Okay. All right. So we got Pod Awful here. Jesse, how's it going, man?
Oh, good. I don't know why Ethan's so upset.
So anyway, yeah, this other guy fucking gets on. Like, whatever. So, like, sorry, Vito gets kicked here. Well, he, like, leaves or whatever.
Yeah, he's really nice. I talk to him all the time. I'm still Facebook friends with
All right,
him.
this is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
All retarded. Warski, good seeing you. Michael, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Vito, you really should.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
on scum of the earth. You're the lowest of the low.
In Minecraft,
You don't
in
deserve
Minecraft,
to
in
be
Minecraft.
Oh my god, like, everyone's saying, like, Vito, you're a pedophile, you should fucking die, just kill yourself. But, Matt Jarbo, he can't really take a stance on everything. That's the whole thing about him. He's just defense sitter. He's completely unconfrontational, even around fucking pedophiles, such as Vito, that he has to, like, add the caveat in Minecraft when talking about, like, fucking killing him. You know what I mean? That's so retarded. So,
Get back together. I hope you and your Canadian boyfriend. Do they have common law marriages in Canada, PPP? Because I hope you and Surfer get back together.
Vito, did
and
you
can
marry
fucking
the
win
children
each
you
other.
molested before?
How about I put a bullet in the back of your head, Vito?
That would be righteous.
Try
I
it.
think that he would
Try it.
deserve it.
He looks like a little kid.
Bring it on. I'll
Oh,
fuck you
there
and
we
I'll
go.
fuck all your nieces and nephews while I'm at it.
Ran.
Have fun.
Last we spoke.
So, Vito leaves. I'm pretty sure Matt Jarbo didn't kick him, even though when, like, you know, everyone's saying fucking, like, kick him, get him out of here. Like, he's a fucking idiot. No one likes this guy anyway. He doesn't have, like, he shouldn't be welcome in any fucking environment. You know what I mean? But, like, no, I really don't think Matt Jarbo kicked him. I think he just left because he was getting blown the fuck out, and, like, every time he opened his mouth, he's just getting fucking shouted on, you know, which is exactly how he should be treated, being the pedophile scum that he is. So, the debate goes on for, like, another, like, 2 fucking hours. And, you know, you can excuse Matt for just, like, you know, having him on because he had an open invitation. Anyone could join, really. Towards the end of the stream, like, these other, like, 3 retards jump in.
An awful came back, joined by Cute Gamer, who I do not know, and then...
Yeah, so, like, he has an open invitation. Vito dropped in. Oops, my bad. You know, accidentally associated with a pedophile. That, you know, you really can't blame Matt Jarbo for that. And because he is a bitch and completely unconfrontational, you know, you might be able to let that slide. But you can't really, because this happens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're breaking out. What? But you know what? We're just gonna dive on in. And
so yeah, it's time to do super chats. And by the way, like, this is how successful of a day it was for Matt. Fuck, he made $1,500 in like 4.5 hours. Bro, like, you know, this is like the one chance he has at redemption here. You know, he has a chance to redeem himself. And this is his redemption arc. But he's such a fucking idiot, and because he's like such a pussy, and like he can't hate anyone, he can't take a stance on anything, he has to accept Vito into his ranks here. So yeah.
Wind this thing down. That being said, I do appreciate everyone who has donated tonight. There is it's been a hell of a night. I need to definitely go through quite a few. Let me just make sure I have it. All right.
So Vito has like nothing going on in his fucking life. Like he's still in the chat. I can't really find him, but he was in the chat. I watched this entire thing. He was in the chat this whole fucking time, like after he got kicked.
Cool.
So Matt starts reading over super chats, and then guess who fucking comes back?
Get to lots of them. But I know people are going to start bailing out. I will say this at the very end, as much as I have been empathetic take involved. Vito.
Hey, Matt, I want to congratulate you on it.
Yeah, so Vito comes back, and this is the time where I was given the link, right? So Matt has like totally closed it off, and like no one else can sneak back into this fucking call. I tried to myself here, but Vito was back. So that means like Matt Jarbo let the fucking guy back into the chat here. Holy shit.
Everyone has been hating me.
Well, you know, the hate comes, the hate goes. Some days you're the most hated man on the internet. Some days you're beloved, and clearly today you are beloved.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking day, man.
Yeah,
what's
and
really fun?
I'm here to take all the hate. I'm the new Jarbo.
Well, you know what's really funny about that is I was actually checking Kiwi Farms. I was just curious what Kiwi Farms had to say.
Yeah.
And I'm like following the thread, and they're
Holy
like,
shit.
Yeah. And then it's
God damn it, Matt is such a narcissist that like while this is going on, he's like checking his own Kiwi Farms thread to like see people's opinion of him improve in real time there. Holy shit, Matt. Jesus Christ.
And it's like, here comes Vito. Fuck Matt. I'm like, that's balance. That's how it should be.
All things in balance.
All things in balance,
yes, Thanos would say.
Wow.
And again here, yeah, everyone's like, just read super chats, kick fucking Vito. I'll keep you around. Look, here's the thing.
Matt, here's the thing: is you've never done anything to me.
Yeah, so like you know, here he is. This is an actual opinion about Vito here.
And I don't think I've ever done anything to you. And that's what people forget on the internet. Is everybody's just so full of hate. Why pick fights? Why hate people you don't even know? And the chat loves me. Hello, chat.
Yeah, chat loves you.
They love me.
All right, I need to go through these real quick, so you can hang out or bail. It's all good.
Yeah, I'll just chill back here.
All right, man. We got Abe here. Says thanks for bringing back blood.
So holy shit. You know, he doesn't actually hate Vito. He doesn't actually hate Vito because they have like one thing in common. They both like fucking superhero movies and like retarded fucking DC shit. You know, there it is. Vito's a glutton for punishment. Everyone's saying kick Vito. He's like giving fucking hearts in chat. It's really pathetic, man. You know, this guy, you know, like I said with Mr. Oinkers, it's really hard to fucking speak about him because, you know, he will be in your chat and he really gets off on the fucking punishment and being called a fucking degenerate there. It's quite the disturbing fucking case we have with this person, and that's really why he decided to stick around on the internet and be as like fucking rude as like and be as like disgusting and abrasive as possible. And like it's the best thing for him to have an audience. It's because if people really wouldn't find him interesting by himself. He only got popular by accident because the algorithm just like blessed him. So like in order to have people like kind of like stick around, like he really has to be like a fucking like disgusting like pedophile on Twitter. And but like that's what he wants. He wants people to like think he's fucking disgusting and shit like that. Matt will never see that much money again in his life. Well, he's already trying to fucking like grift off of this like momentum he has. Ignore all videos and posts, bro. Like you know, people just watched that one Berkeley video he made, and like that was like okay. You know, where he went to Berkeley and he was like throwing Pepsis around. That was like fine, whatever. But like all of his other videos are just talking about like Star Wars and like fucking like Disney movies and shit. Like that's gay. No one like fucking wants to watch that. There are like a million other people on the site that do that better like already anyway. Oh fuck. So yeah, you know that's actually what Matt Jarbo thinks about Vito is that he's like a valuable like a total like fucking based consumer like he is as well. Like fuck amazing. So it's either that or just, again like Matt just hates confrontation and he needs everyone to kind of like fucking like you know he needs to be appreciated somehow. Somehow he revels. They both revel in attention. They both revel in attention, and you know, like I've said in the past, negative attention is better than positive attention. If you can't get positive attention, well, it's better to get negative attention. So that's kind of what Vito and Mr. Girl have done with their fucking Twitter grifts. It's quite pathetic, and it's quite sad, actually. Holy fuck. I'm glad Jarbo got the debate and not Flamenco. That would have been agony. Well, again, I thought it was pathetic. I really didn't. I thought Ralph was kind of an alpha male Chad for not caving into Flamenco there. Like, he spent 10 fucking hours. Flamenco was streaming for 10 fucking hours trying to get this guy's attention. So, you know what I mean? Like, he had like 2,800 people watching his video. And those were all people like watching him watch a Ralph video. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, I'm glad he didn't fucking get the stream. It should have gone to Matt. You know, he fucking deserved it, but he just squandered that. Hey, what's up, Joey? We're actually about to end it here because they just fucking go on like reading like super chats and stuff and like talking about like Thanos and shit like that. It's kind of fucking boring. I'm glad I don't know these people. Well, fuck, I didn't know who Flamenco was like at all. He was like a fucking former co-host. He's like a former co-host or some shit. Or Alpha Males We Won. Well, again, like you really can like they were stream sniping Ralph. Like it was like 2,800 people that were there to watch like Ralph like do something. You know what I mean? Like it really wasn't like Flamenco's stream. Like shit, we had all these people watching like Gator, like like fuck like the Kino Casino, right? Like Gator came on, and like that was like the only time he was like relevant in like fucking forever, right? Was he had like gossip about Ralph that he was gonna like drop during the stream, and like now no one gives a shit about him. Like Gator has totally served like his worth to the internet now. Like fuck, he might as well just like drop dead or like disappear from the internet because like that's all he's fucking good for now. Like he's dropped the Ralph mail gossip. He has like nothing else to give now. Oh, nothing. Ralph males, we won. Well, I consider this like a Ralph victory, man. Kind of. I don't know what Ralph's next move will be. My schizo take is that our drunken surfer, will become the next co-host for the kill stream. That is my schizo take. Because like fuck, who else does Ralph have really? And you know, PvP will do that to get back. Well, Surfer will do that to get back at PvP. Gator's docs was funny though. Yeah, it was, exactly. Like, he's been sacrificed to the corn in a way, too. And shit, man. But fuck. Gators Docs was funny. Bad take, maybe, but without all the IBS, will cease to exist, and all these grifters will try and attack Nick, and you'll just ignore it. I think so, too. I think what this fucking sphere, like, Ralph really is the last man standing, and, like, as we've seen now, it's like, what, how many people have, like, streamed about this, like, event that's happened? It's like, what, like, Josh will stream about it, PvP will stream about it, Deadman, like, DJ Axel, like, Cog. It's like 10 fucking people have, like, restreamed this, like, fucking thing already. I was gonna do it myself, but I was like, no, there's, like, already people fucking, like, there's already people involved in this sphere anyway doing it. But no one was talking about old Vito there. No one was talking about old Vito. Holy shit. Again, this whole, it was funny as fuck. It was, but it was like 10 hours of this guy trying desperately to get Ralph's attention, and he fucking failed. And I'm glad Flamenco didn't get a fucking, he couldn't get a sip of the gun crease. No. Matt Jarbo kind of deserved it in a way. I knew it was Rudy. It was Red Bull, man. Yes. Mormon Shaggy said this was the nectar of the gods, so I decided to pick some up just to see. Good call, Rudy. Yeah. Fuck. So anyway, I don't know. That was like the fucking stream. Yeah, like because I stayed up till like 5 in the fucking morning watching all this shit, and I was gonna like do like a restream of it, but like fuck, everyone kind of went over it. There's not really much to say. Like, what's Ralph gonna do now? Like he just kind of woke up the next morning. He was probably so drunk he didn't fucking remember what happened, and then he just like he picked up where he left off. He did the Joe Rogan thing that he didn't get to do because Jim tabbed on him. The only fucking funny thing, yeah, we're in like a corn rush. This is a corn rush. Oh, there be corn in them fields, boys. We gotta go out there and get as much nectar as we can get. Well, guess what? The cow's fucking dried up and dead already. So, it's too late for that shit now. And, like, Josh and PvP will do it justice anyway. So, no one was talking about Vito, though. That was the most surprising thing, that this fucking man is even allowed to exist on this platform. I seriously have no fucking idea why this guy is, like, Dick Masterson's, like, co-host or anything. Like, it should have been Destiny. Like, as much as like everyone fucking hates Destiny and thinks he's a retard, he definitely has like the clout and the experience being like a master debater to fucking carry a show. So I really don't know why Vito was chosen to be like the fucking co-host. Like, fuck, he should just like fade into obscurity and like die off completely. The man has like no talent other than being like edgy as fuck. It's like gay and fucking retarded. Who's messaging me? Oh, no one. Oh, morning after headshot. Yeah, I saw you in chat, boy. You were there during the corn rush, during Matt's failed redemption arc. And his redemption arc was failed, well, because he insisted on being friends with fucking Vito the Pedo. It was fucking retarded. Who is Vito? He's a guy who accidentally got popular streaming about, like, some Berkeley riot that happened 4 fucking years ago, and he's just grifted off of that momentum he's, like, had. And, like, he's been as, like, flagrant, like, as possible to maintain that. Like, it's fucking pathetic. There's only 2 libertarians left on this planet. Yeah, it's Dick Masterson and Stefan Molyneux, and both of them are like completely fucking irrelevant now. Oh shit. Vito inserted himself and invited himself to say Matt shouldn't have let him. I know exactly. Like, fuck. I don't know why Keemstar didn't just blow him the fuck out. Like, everyone knew that he had a past of, like, being a disgusting pedophile on Twitter, but they just, like, let him in for some fucking reason. It was the corn rush. You know what I mean? Everyone had to get their takes in about Ralph, because, this is the milk rush. It's like what Google said. I thought what he said was pretty funny in the DJ Axel stream a few days ago, where he's like, oh, there be milk in them cows. You know what I mean? It's like people are picking apart the fucking rotting carcass of Ralph, and they're doing it before, like, there's no milk left in the cow. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's why they didn't blow the fuck out of Vito, which is why I'm glad, like, the first thing that PvP said, after coming into the stream and talking about Ralph, was to blow Vito the fuck out. And that's exactly like how everyone should fucking treat him, like going forward. Oh fuck, man. And the guy's like absolutely obsessed with fucking attention. He really gets off on it. Like shit. Like those tweets I showed you earlier, these ones that I had like saved. I got these from like fucking YouTube video. I found a YouTube video talking about Vito that had like 30 views. It had like 80 views on it, and Vito was in the comments like talking about it. You know what I mean? Like it's fucked. Jesus Christ. Let's get right to the news. Well, I guess we're not gonna get right to the news. We're gonna like peter around the fucking news. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know. So that's fucking Vito. I have no fucking idea like why he's like important in any fucking circle. But the only thing he was important in doing this week is canceling Matt Jarbo's redemption arc. Yeah, shit. He's really trying to grift hard off of this. But I hope Matt Jarbo's just known as the guy who fucking like Vito's gonna get you. All right. Well, fuck. He's not gonna get past the fucking steel cage that is my conscience because it's completely clear. But I'd never let Vito into the Rudy Ranch for any fucking reason. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Fucking yeah. It's crazy what fucking happens, bro. Like, nice attempt at Dax. Backpedal for disgusting takes. These people are skewed perception of their own influence because of psychopaths. True that, buddy. I remember I was playing Warzone with one of my boys, and even he knew about Vito's like Chappelle thing. So it's just like he's inserting himself into kind of like any situation to gain like clout. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't surprise me that he was like first in on this fucking thing, and he stayed in chat. He was in chat for this whole fucking thing. Like, shit. Like, after he got kicked, he was still in fucking chat, like, after this had happened. Like, just waiting for his chance to be invited back on now that the mean people who are gonna blow him the fuck out left. Ugh, anyway, so that's fucking Vito. He should be placed back into the grave, back into the... Oh, Sargoy, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, and by the way, Bronx Beats isn't a Janny. He's not a Janny. I don't have any Jannies. Vetoed out by Rudy Ranch, bro. Yeah, imagine getting blown the fuck out by Rudy Ranch. Anyway, so Vito's a fucking zombie and should be placed back into the grave of the algorithm and the QB Farms like he fucking belongs.